Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of CP Bowling. And for today's episode, we're not on the lanes yet. I think we're hitting a crossroad in our bowling journey. And before I upgrade some of my equipment, I just want to go back and, well, not really go back. No. I just want us to check out what is my current bowling equipment, right? So for today's video, we are going to be checking out my current bowling equipment that I'm using and also educate you guys how much I spent for everything that I have right now. All right? Okay, so let's start out with my bowling bag here. So this is a second-hand bag by Rev, I think. Revolution. I don't know the brand, to be honest, but yeah, this is my bowling bag. It's a 2-ball roller. It has its growing pains or battle scars. You see the area where you put the shoes, pilagyan ng shoes natin has a hole. And I think it's because my shoes are too big for this. I think this was built for like a medium or small size shoe. Siguro mga pang size 8. But I'm a size 10, so it didn't really fit. And yan na siya ngayon. Has a pocket here too for some of your, if you see it here, for some of your accessories. Has a hole then. Yan. And then has a big pocket here where I keep some of my accessories. Have tape, never know when you need it. Has these are my extra brake heels. Okay. And then I have my extra slider soles. Ito yung ginagamit ko before I switched to the one that has the least slide. Ito yung middle. Ito yung pinaka, it has the most slide. Itong gray. So it's here. Yeah, so that has that. And then I have this. This is for my GoPro. I was thinking of doing like a POV shot. So may ganito. And then you put the GoPro here. So, but I haven't really tried it. But I always have that in my bag. I have extra socks that I use. So I'm gonna go bowling tomorrow. So it's here. So yeah, so that's what's in that pocket. If you see it, again, this is the only pocket that doesn't have holes. So yeah, just open up the bowling bag. Alright. Okay. So if you see it, it has this in the middle. Yeah. Right. So first, maybe I can put the bag down already. I can just focus on the balls. Okay, so for our first one, this is our Columbia 300 Blue Dot. And I don't know colorway nito. Medyo dull na siya. It needs some refinishing. I might polish it before the tournament. But yeah, so this is our spare ball. It works really well. It skids down the lane. But napansin ko may slight hook to. So for these spare balls, meron siyang maliliit na core. I think it's called the bullet core for the Columbia 300s. But yeah, so if you put enough spin and very dry your lanes, these plastic balls will actually hook. So yeah, napapansin ko lang, may konting hook siya. It's also because I think the cover is very dull already. Needs cleaning. But yeah, so this is our spare ball. Yeah. Okay, and then this is our strike our first ball. This is the Storm Trauma ER. Yan. I got this also second hand. I just had my span corrected when I had it drilled. But yeah, this is a symmetrical, solid bowling ball from Storm. It's 21 years old, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check. So this came out 2001. So 22 years old na siya. Wow. It might need to retire soon, right? Okay. So yeah, so this is our first ball, the Storm Trauma ER. This is actually my first Storm. The balls that I used to have before was, I think I had an ebonite urethane ball. That was my very first ball about 20 plus years ago. And then my mom bought me a Zone, Brunswick Zone, kulay blue. And that was a reactive, my very first reactive ball. So I started with urethane, then moved to reactive, and then this is my reactive, solid, symmetrical ball. Yeah. Alright, what other stuff, what other accessories do I have? So earlier we talked about yung shoes now. So I have this shoe bag that I bring. This is from Nike, not sponsored. Nike, fun man. Alright, so these are our shoes. So pull them out first. Yeah. So it has a shoe bag cover for the slider. And you'll see it has some battle scars already dito sa front because ito yung trail foot ko. So mangyayari is parang kaganyan siya. Tumatama. That's why may konting scuffs na dito. But it's actually doing its job really well. If I look at the stitching, okay siya. Walang no damage that I can see. It's holding up really well for the trail foot. For the slider, okay din. Wala, the stitching's good. Hindi naman siya nihiwalay sa sole because it has it's also stitched here. Yeah. So okay, good quality. Has so for my slider foot has interchangeable soles here, panina, yan. And then for the heel, it has interchangeable heel too, depending on how you want your slide to be. So currently now, how this is set up is the slider sole. Ito yung pinaka least that gives a slide. And then for the brake sole naman, or brake heel, sorry. This is I think the middle. And this is the most, and ito yung parang walang slide. Yeah. So ito yung setup ko ngayon. There was someone that asked me in one of the comments, put it here. Okay. How is it now after a few months? Here you go. Okay pa siya. Right. Maybe it's a bit dirty, but okay siya. Look. Really good. Really good. Alright, so what other accessories do we have? Let's put this away for now. Okay. Alright, so for my other bowling accessories, I have my my chamois. This is what I use to wipe off the excess oil on the balls. If you see my videos, the ones that I leave on the video, part of my routine is I always wipe down the ball before I actually take a shot. Regardless if it's my first shot or my second shot, wipe the shot. It's part of my routine. Yeah. And then I also have these gloves. It doesn't have support, but has rubber here and helps me grip the ball. I don't know how much it improves the game, to be honest, pero I'm used to it. So I've read bowlers where develop a routine, develop a system. This is part of my system. Yeah. So I got this from Shopee. Sorry, I forgot to mention, no? I got this from Shopee. I also got this from Shopee. Later, I'll reveal the total price. And then for my shoe, I got this from Shopee as well. And let's put them all here. Okay, what else is in my bag? Oh, nearly forgot. So we also have our turbo grip sack, and so part of my routine too is I always make sure that I remove excess moisture on my hand. So to do that, ito yan, grip. Parang ano siya. I don't know how to explain it, but may konting powder siya and it removes moisture on your hand. It's also good to put on the ball. Pero sometimes be careful lang if you put too much. Parang ang hirap i-release. Especially sa thumb. Parang if you've seen videos of bowlers where yung bola hindi umaalis sa thumb. That's what happens sometimes. Yeah. So these are my bowling accessories. I put them here in my shoe bag from Nike. Not sponsored. Baka naman Nike. Yun. And then I have this. Now, some people have asked how do I shoot my videos. So this is the equipment I use. Yeah. So this is a DJI OM4. Why I like it is because may magnet lang that you put on your phone, my iPhone, and then you stick it here. And I don't know if you take some videos sometimes, but if you leave your tripod on the lanes, ako siguro na OC lang ako, but when you take a shot, sometimes it shakes. And of course, I want the best for you guys where it doesn't have shake and what. So this is the purpose. This is a stabilizer. Although the iPhones are good with stabilizers, hindi mo masastabilize yung pagbagsak ng bola. But this somewhat does it. Lilimit niya yung parang shake sa camera whenever I take a shot, if you notice. Yun. So I have a tripod that I keep in the car. I just screw it into here. And the good thing is whenever I need to move my phone's angle, I just use the controls here. Of course, it won't work now because it doesn't have a phone. But yeah, I don't want to wreck it. Tabi muna natin. Yan. So it's very compact. It's easy to put in your bag or your bowling bag or your own bag or what. Alright, you guys. So ito na equipment natin. We have our 2 balls here. We have our bowling bag, our bowling shoes, our gloves, our chamois, and of course, what is it? My grip sack somewhere here. So let's talk about price. So for the 2 balls and then the bowling bag, so I got these secondhand. Why did I go for second? I think I explained it in my previous vlog. If you haven't watched it, please watch. I think way back. But I got this because it was a good deal for 2 balls. That it's a good to starter, and then parehong 14 pounds siya. And because I throw 14-pound balls before, it was a good deal, and I paid 4,500 pesos for the bag and the 2 balls. So for me, that's a really good deal because you get the bag with it. Sa bag pa lang, if I buy it separately, it would be around 2,000 to 3,000. And then for the balls, if I buy it separately, sabi mo na 2,000 to 3,000 each too. So I kind of save a little bit of money there. And then for the shoes, I paid 4,700. 4,700, I believe, is the price. Of course, there's shipping pa. I got this from Shopee. And then for the gloves, this is about 500 pesos. For the turbo grip sack, it's about 450 pesos. So about 500. And then for the chamois, this is about 300 pesos for both na yan. All in all, it's roughly around 10,450. Of course, there's shipping for these. Pero very minimal lang siya. Less than 100 or 100 pesos for the shipping cost. Kasi I got these, some of my other accessories from Shopee. The bag, I won't include that because that's a bag I use for going to the gym. And then this one, if you're interested, this is somewhere around, I think, 7,999 or 8,000 pesos from any electronics shops that you have in the malls. Yeah. But these are my equipments for bowling lang. You know, you see that for 10,000 pesos you can build your own arsenal, such as what I did. But we're at a crossroad and let's talk about it. Let me clear my table first. Alright, so currently now I joined my first tournament and I didn't do so well. I think I needed practice, so we're gonna do more practice sa Santa Lucia to get used to the lanes. At the same time, I can see that I'll have to really upgrade my equipment. The ball that I have, the Trauma ER, it's very weak in terms of getting the ball to hook. And it's good if the lanes are dry already, pero freshly oiled, I think may hirapan tayo. We need a stronger ball. So definitely that's next on the list of what we need to continue this journey. Of course, nag-enjoy ako even with these two balls. It's very challenging for me and I love the challenge, right? The shoes are fine, the gloves are fine. Of course, this is fine. But I think if I want to progress further and be at par with other bowlers, I need better equipment. So for the spare ball, we won't replace it. We're just gonna add balls na lang. The Trauma ER depends on the budget, but I plan to get a ASIM solid bowling ball, or could be a pearl or a hybrid ASIM, depending on budget and availability. And then I want to get a symmetrical solid. Although the Trauma ER is a symmetrical solid, it's good when the lanes are on the burn already or nagka-transition na siya. It's kind of weak. Could be the release too, diba? Pero good. That's where we're at. We'll continue to produce practice videos, but somewhere in the next few weeks, I'm hoping, crossing my fingers, that we get to buy new bowling balls, or at least one ASIM solid for now. So that's it, guys. Oh, I want to thank you guys. Pala, we have 700 plus subscribers already. Thank you so much. It's been an amazing journey to get here. It's very timely too, diba? When we hit 700, we're almost to that 1,000 mark, and we're at this crossroad where we'll continue to join tournaments, but to be, I think, competitive. Sabi nga, I need practice and equipment. And yun in the comments. Thanks for those that have been putting in really good comments and tips. Thank you so much. You guys know who you are. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. And I'm taking those tips to heart, and we'll continue to practice, get better, get my physical game better, get my mental game better. I think that's it. That's all I have for today's video. Tomorrow I'm hitting the lanes, so you guys will definitely get another practice video from me. All right? Thanks again, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.